Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tua going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Fuller run show Fatukasi with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the first drive, 3-and-out. 2nd possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dance into his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he's taken down inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
From midfield, here's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, it's Hines.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run with Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sione Takitaki showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. That's to the veteran tight end, Carter Landry. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Miami set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 2nd and very short, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert. 84. Who's got 84? Check 84. 57.
Hey, watch the leg.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. This is Hines. Oh, nice move. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah, that's what I do.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. 51's the mic. 51.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got Fuller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That will bring up fourth down and an 11-yard loss to boot. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the fourth. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And that's caught by Landry. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57, Mike, 57.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Tua to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
I was talking with my...
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing Jones. And his first look is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, big hole left side. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but...
Oh, and now some space to operate. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Andy Isabella. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up a throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rain in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Mostert will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 63 yards. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
I don't know what the heck he was looking at.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Harris. And he'll go down at the 28.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They hand it off to Mostert, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Again, he's got that man Landry. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his... And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And they are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. It's caught by Aguilar. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Jones completes it to Aguilar. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 6? And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Mostert. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They're going to try and throw. Steps away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Whenever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Looking to throw. Jones able to find Isabella. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On second and goal, Jones. And this is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Jones on first down. He's got Smith here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Jones on first and 10. And this one complete to Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the move to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes,
and this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here's Mostert, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. That will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way.
Good enough, man.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now Jones. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones. That ball complete to Isabella. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw is Jones. Pass complete to Harris. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4.
All right, it's time for...